Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, or in a much more spiritual, welcoming namaste. Hello, hello, everybody, from wherever you are in the world. I was already scrolling through the chat, and it's England, Romania, Charlotte, Virginia, Atlanta, London, London again, San Francisco Bay Area, Portugal, Maryland, Romania. This is so exciting and such a great privilege to be connecting with you from all over the world and hold what I call Sacred Circle, which is a gathering of women that are coming forth to do the work, the feminine work, and give themselves permission to follow the feminine path. And in this 5 day challenge, we are really going to step into abundance and make this breakthrough in our life very tangible, because one of the most important things in working with the feminine energy is that you get to feel embodied. You get to feel and experience everything that's shifting in your life for the better within your body, in the realm of your emotional sensorial body as well. So the work that we are doing, it really is about, embodying abundance and stepping into that energy. And somebody can't hear me, and I would like to, double check if everybody else hears me. So if you hear me well, and we can fully on start, please give me okay, fine, give me a feedback. So this is the work that, for us women, makes us thrive, makes us become radiant, right? And what is this work all about? It's a sequence of practices that are coming from ancient times, that are, shared from in an oral tradition, and they're meant to work with the energy in the body, to awaken the body to its sensorial full capacity, to allow that very subtle energy that we feel when we are in love, or when we're so glowing that everybody turns their heads around us, right? That happens to all of us at some point in life. Well, it's about consciously activating that subtle energy, which is our feminine energy, and it is our birthright. And when we learn to activate it and we empower that energy amplified through a sacred circle, like a conscious gathering of women participating that have a particular intention for themselves, for the group, and for the world in itself, right? Then magic happens. But this magic is almost science, right? Because we have that power when we activate our energy, and when we root ourselves, we have that power to create magic. We have that power to bring forward our light. And stepping into abundance, in my experience as a facilitator, as a coach, for the last 18 years, but definitely for the last 10, totally immersed in the feminine energy, in the divine feminine transmissions, and in working with practices that activate the feminine energy, particularly and especially for women, although men benefit as well. One of the things that is really important in stepping into abundance is to become clear of what is the abundance you want, right? And that step into abundance, it really is giving yourself permission right now, right here, in the midst of your circumstances, in the midst of the most realistic and valid challenges or obstacles, in the midst of your past experience, to say, well, I have all of that, but I also have my desire and my intention to have access to more. And just saying that, creates enough space for the energy, your own feminine energy, that we're going to start activating today, and really, enhance and empower every single day of the challenge, can do the work. the work of connecting you with your divinity to such an extent in which the flow of the feminine energy can move through you, can move you, and can move your life, and can give you access to feeling more connected with reality, with the divine, with the universe. So that's like really creating a highway for a lot of goods to enter into your life. But we also want to be specific, right? Because we want to create tangible results. One of the things that I love in working with the feminine practice, after actually spending my whole life, from my 18 years old when I started my coaching career, to as I spent my whole life, teaching and learning new methods, and I've really kind of like had an extensive education, a spiritual extensive education and self-development education. And one of the things that struck me from the very beginning and kind of made me fell in love with the feminine path more than, other paths in and methods, although I respect them, was the tangible experience and the very real and down to earth and very quick results, right, that get to shift and happen and manifest when we give ourselves permission to step into our divine feminine self and really start working with the feminine energy and experience that glow, that magnetism, that real self-confidence that doesn't come from what we have, or what we're going to achieve. It actually comes from how we feel. It actually comes from a deep connectedness with our own self, and with also the sacred circle, the divine feminine energy. Because coming back, stepping into abundance is also coming back to our own roots as women, right? Because one of the things we want to change is how are we going to attract things with much more ease and grace and fluidity than the masculine way. Hardship, being focused, intentional, disciplined, hard work, right? Mental all the time. Because this is actually, reclaiming our own divine gift as abundant women, right? And it's part of our gift. It's part of what the divine feminine has kept for us for all these years, until we were able to meet it, or meet her in its full blossoming expression. And whether you are advanced in doing feminine practices or just at the beginning, or you barely know what I'm talking about right now, that's perfectly fine, because we are going to feel and experience. So there's nothing you have to trust, because everything that's going to come through the process, it's going to come because you've created it. So it's just stepping into trusting yourself and giving yourself permission to reclaim this connection with the divine feminine. And I'm holding space for this beautiful meeting, this sacred meeting between you and the divine feminine, to a whole new level of abundance. Every single day of the challenge, we are going to, start, recapitulate a little bit the theme of the day. You are going to always receive a newsletter before the actual live, so that you can get there, the theme of the day, the main distinction of the day, and also an audio teaching, explaining you a little bit more about the distinction of the day. And based on that newsletter and that, 5-minute teaching, so don't worry, it's not something that it's going to create more hustle in your life, right? We are going to participate in the live to actually go deep into the practice and embody the practice, right? So we're going to start with a 5-minute teaching and, introduction of what we're going to actually cover on that day. And then we're going to immerse ourselves in an experiential practice, whether it's a breathing practice or a guided meditation. And then we have the last 10-15 minutes for Q&A. So one of the things I want to, kind of like invite you already, although we're just meeting, right, is to share what's going on. First of all, what do you want to create? right? What is that new level of abundance? What is that number one area of life where you want to be intentional for the duration of this challenge? And then any other question that comes your mind or your soul or your heart or your womb, and anything that got triggered or, inspired by the teachings of that day. So today we are stepping into becoming intentional, setting up a clear, powerful, embodied intention for our challenge and for our life, right? So, how do we create a powerful intention? As I was already sharing with you in the newsletter, we want to pick up an area of our life that's most important to us. And don't worry, because the way we're going to work is actually, guiding you into a 5-step process that you can take in any area of your life. So, focus on one area, one that's either very important and you want to nail it and pin it down, or one that's important enough for you to commit to during this challenge. Yeah. Challenge me to the best of your, wildest dream or wildest desire or wildest, area of importance for you, because my commitment is for you to have access right now and right here to something radically empowering for you, that you can then sustain and nourish and learn how to sustain and nourish it, so that it can become a full blend of your reality, right? So what is your intention? And then what are any other questions, maybe around creating powerful intentions, or just about how to step into abundance, or share any breakthroughs or breakdowns that are part of the process, right? And after we actually do the practice, we're going to go through all of this sharings and all of your questions answered. I really take my time to make sure everybody gets their answer. And I cherish each one of your sharings and your energy. So I will do that at the end. You have enough time to write, kind of get inspired, get, challenged a little bit, which is good. Uh, so my intention is pump my Shakti to the fullest. Cool. This is so exciting. I'm with you. The cheerful goddess, the cheerful one goddess. Really nice, really inspiring. Okay, so having an intention, very brief and very quickly before we actually go into the practice. Having an intention is all about, moving from desire, expectation, wants, and needs into a direction in our life, in that particular area of life, right? It really is about being straightforward and informing the universe about a particular breakthrough we want in our life. It's like a signal that we're creating. All of a sudden, in the midst of everything that we want, we kind of like gather ourselves up. We create a simple statement, right? A simple anchored statement. And we signal it to the universe so that the universe can catch up with our intention and start working on our behalf. This is part of stepping into abundance, really holding us, having our back, and supporting us into manifestation. But the universe also needs a partner, right? It's a love affair. And our partnership is very important. So how can we step up to this, relationship that we are co-creating with the universe? Is by actually letting go of the density and the negative, sometimes charge that our expectations, dreams, and needs hold, right? And experiences about what's possible hold in the way we kind of like language them, and give up that charge so that we can kind of step into more I would say neutral energy, but it's like more clear energy, where what we have been expecting, needing, wanting, desiring can then become a direction for the universe. A simple statement that's actually from the future. It's not based on, it's not a description of the process I have to undergo to get to an abundance, to get to abundance. It's not about what I want in relationship to abundance that's also layered with what I haven't been receiving, right? No, it's actually who am I becoming when that has already happened, right? So clear intention can be like this: I am radiant. I am fully immersed in in fluidity and flow and easiness and grace in everything that I do, and I manifest with this, the infinite smile of the goddess. Everything is easy. Everything that I want and much more is coming to me in the most harmonious, graceful, feminine way. And that can be a vague intention, then but it could be an empowering context of your intention, and then you can move forward into that area. And in the area of self-love, which is the area that's most important to me in this challenge, I want to really conquer my experience of not feeling worthy, right? So I want to step into feeling 100% full embodiment, worthy of absolutely everything that I want and I can imagine, ongoingly and ever goingly. Right. And that's, my intention. That's what I want. I want to experience that. Boom, that is done for me. I've like really, did that work of embodiment so that I'm clear. Everything I want in my life that I will keep ever wanting will come to me in the most serene, clear, and peaceful way, and I am worthy. Right. So a simple, clear intention, because I got a little bit into the story of it, is I am worthy 100%, and things come to me ongoingly in a fluid, feminine way. Right. And that's stepping into abundance for me in this challenge. So I invite you, as you are already starting to share, to share your intentions, share what you are picking up through the conversation, what are your questions about it, and also know that your intention will shift. It will shift throughout the days of the challenge, and it will shift moving forward, because it becomes something like an alive phenomenon. It's something that's there to guide you, to teach you, to interact with you. It's not something sterile, right, and mental. No, it becomes alive. And through the practice that we're going to start in a minute, we're actually going to come into the body, which is, going inward, the most important step into our feminine practice, and actually feel into that intention, root that intention into the earth, ground it fully so that it can, flower, it can blossom, and it can create flowers and really, fireworks, right, in our life as we are speaking, right, throughout the challenge, not tomorrow, or after the challenge, or at some point right now, right here, right. This is the work we're going to do. And I actually want to, as relaxed and feminine as I want you to feel, I want to kind of like invite you to straighten up your back and kind of become very intentional that, come on, I'm putting myself in the present moment, and this is something I am now creating, I'm now actualizing, I am now serious about, and I want it now. I want the universe to have my back. I want the universe to be my partner, be my lover, and bring all of these things to me right now, right? So I'm opening my heart, I'm opening my body, my mind, my womb, to having this intention be realized for me right now, right here. Okay, so having said all of that, we will work with intention throughout all of those 5 days. So don't worry. And we'll also have questions at the end of the things. I think we can plug in, right? And how we're going to do this is I'm going to guide you into first descending into the sacred space of your heart, which is the energetic space of your heart, not your physical heart, yes, which is also the place of connection with your higher self, your divine self, and through your divine self, with all the divine guides that can come through and will come through this process, especially the divine feminine guides, right? Those feminine entities that can bring so much tenderness and love and feminine energy to our life. Then we want to meet them, and we want to actualize this relationship inside of our sacred circle. And also then really feel into our sacred space of the heart, for some of us maybe for the first time, and then kind of go deep through the body, yes, into the roots, and in our roots through the legs, in our roots, rooting ourselves into the earth energy, because the earth energy, it's the energy, the feminine energy, and it's the energy with which we manifest here in this physical reality, right? So we need that plug, we need that groundness, we need that rootedness, and we're going to do that. We're going to create our intention and navigate and root our intention into the earth energy, and kind of like, feel the energy of our intention, see its color, let it bring us a message, and feel it in our hearts and in our bodies in a clear way, right? So let's do that. For this practice, the only thing you have to do is kind of like feel relaxed and enjoy. Close your eyes, because we tend to have a lot of energy through our eyes, and when we close them, it's easier for us to connect with our inner world, which is part of the feminine initiation. And just listen to the guidance, right? Listen to the guidance, and enjoy the flow. And yes, we do have a recap page. I'm going to go through that at the end of the session, so don't worry if there's a little bit of chaos around you and you can't really fully tap. You'd be surprised if you just relax, that sometimes the energy will work wonders in the midst of chaos, and you can actually connect with yourself. But you'll get this immediately, and you'll be able to plug in and connect, and be prepared for tomorrow. Okay, so let's do that. um let's close our eyes, and we'll come back to chatting and sharing and writing questions afterwards. And the first thing I want you to do is to, just really soften and even hug yourself, caress your shoulders, your arms, even your belly or your legs. Really doing and becoming feminine is part of connecting with the physical body, connecting with how we're feeling, tapping into that beautiful natural radiance that gets created. And let go of the chatter, let go of the mind, let go of the tension and the stress or anything that challenged you today in one way or another, and just ease into the present moment. Ease into your body and drop the mind. Observe your thoughts as they come and go, but also give yourself permission to expand beyond your thoughts to something vaster and more spacious, softer and tender. And continue by taking a deep in breath. Sometimes we forget to breathe, this very simple act of love granted by us, by the divine, that's so easy and so available. And it really allows us to dive into this space, really allows us to connect with feeling, tuning in. And now we're gonna take a deep in breath. And don't worry, I'll guide you every step of the way. So don't try to think or memorize what I'm saying. You may even drift apart in your own bubble, experience any other imagery that comes your way, or simply take a nap. But don't worry, because we are also working in different other dimensions, and that's just the rational mind. So give yourself permission to just receive, which is a very important step into owning and accessing our abundance. And we're going to take a deep in breath. And then we are going to hold our breath while we take our inner sight and visualize a little golden bulb or little star in the middle of our forehead. We're using our imagination, our inner sight. And while we're holding the breath for as much as we comfortably can, we visualize this little golden star becoming brighter and brighter and brighter, as if all our energy gets, you know, created through this little golden star. And we take a deep in breath. And as we exhale, we're gonna drop this little golden star as if we're dropping a little stone in the middle of a lake. The lake surrounds our chest. So let's do that right now. Taking a deep inhale, and on the exhale, drop down into the middle of a beautiful, translucent, and warm lake. We are now drifting up very gently and surely on the surface of this beautiful lake, in a beautiful forest with mountains all around the lake. It's a beautiful summer day, and the water is clear, fresh, and warm. It penetrates through our skin, melting our tension, giving ourselves permission to take another deep in breath and sink into the silence. Expand our arms and our legs and let the water carry us in a very fluid feminine motion. And as we are floating, being loved by the energy of the water, the primordial feminine energy, we're actually visualizing our heart, the energy of ourselves, the truth of who we are, becoming more open with each inhale and exhale. As if, as we are also physically melting, we're also energetically expanding, using with the water and giving ourselves permission to become as fluid and open, as graceful and feminine like her. And we're taking a deeper in breath. Becoming comfortable with this expansion, the intimacy of our sacred heart, and with the feminine energy as the water. We feel refreshed, blessed, and enlivened. We're sinking in into the gentleness of this space, and knowing that we're going to ever have it from now on. We are gonna drop through 2 light lines that carry us through the body and through the legs into the earth, through the stones, the rivers, and the waters of the deep earth, going deeper and deeper into the crevices, the lines of the body of the earth, meeting our mother, the divine earth mother, and settling in within her space like a baby cradling into the mother's arms, the most safe and optimal place for us within her body. And here, realizing that the light lines become roots as we are in our nudity becoming children again, being enveloped in these roots like the womb into the womb, primordial womb of the earth. We're even giving ourselves permission to take a fetus position, or dropping our physical body within this beautiful womb created by our own roots and by the mud of the earth, beating of heart beating of the earth, and let the body sink in, visualizing the earth energy in its beautiful colors starting to envelop you like a beautiful energetic cocoon, and allowing that replenishing energy to nourish you, to deeply, deeply connect you with your vital energy. And let that energetic process continue. With each inhale and exhale, let your body be totally nourished, seen, loved, and healed. And we are starting a journey from being a little child into full blossoming. And as we deeply inhale, taking in the vital energy of the earth, feeling the replenishment of the earth, with each in-breath and out-breath, continue our journey, becoming bigger and moving from this little womb that we've created, this cocoon, into a beautiful path that is created before our own very feet. We are guided by the beating heart of the earth, by the currents that we feel through our souls, through the feet of our souls. And we're moving forward. Beautiful path that gets created through a cave into a lush garden. We're still sinking into the loving embrace of our mother, meeting her in her multiple, abundant and lush forms. We're giving ourselves permission to awaken the body, its deep sensuality, by seeing, hearing, smelling tasting, touching, and even moving inside this beautiful, lush garden. You are a young girl, an adolescent maybe, yet again starting anew this beautiful garden of an abundant and lush potential. The flowers are exotic and there are myriads of colors. The bees and the butterflies and even the fairies jump from one to another. And there's a symphony of sounds coming from the birds, chirping and gladly celebrating the ecstasy of the earth. We are taken by this beautiful garden and we're moving inside of, its center, getting absorbed by these beautiful energies, the warm, humid lushness of this space. We're taking, curious steps in the midst of this beautiful, lush garden, almost a jungle. And as we move forward on our path, as we are truly immersing ourselves into this garden, we're very soon coming close to a beautiful pond with, very fresh cascades, little waterfalls. The sun is playing, joyfully through the flowers, almost catching us. And we see and feel that we can dive into this beautiful pond, giving ourselves permission to be enveloped yet again by the water and blessed by it. We enter the pond and the water is so fresh and clear. And through the lines of the sand that hold the pond, that hold the water, we see a beautiful seashell. It's totally bright and it catches our attention and we grab it with our hands. We actually see that it's a beautiful seashell, big. It's like a house. And we open this beautiful shell and we see there a big, big pearl, but a translucent pearl like a diamond. And looking into that beautiful diamond, we start to see our intention. We see a shape and the color. Maybe we see even pictures or images, and we bring forth our intention. We are giving ourselves permission to connect with our intention through its color. And maybe it has a message for us. What is the message? Maybe it shifts form and colors and it brings a gift. Something that we are becoming as part of holding on to that intention. You're also tapping into how that feels for you. What is that emotion? What are your sensations? And you can be shy and just look at it, the energy of your intention, or you can dive right into it and bask yourself into this beautiful energy. That's you from the future. Giving yourself permission now to fuse with the energy of your intention and let your skin absorb it. Give yourself permission to feel with all your senses and have goosebumps. Being connected with the joy of your unfolding. And even visualize stepping into this space, into this new reality that you are creating. Being held and loved and supported unconditionally. And step into it even if you don't know how you're gonna get there, how it'll all shift and turn, so that this is something you're gonna live ongoingly in your life from now on. Maybe your personal intention has a message for you about how you're actually gonna make this happen, or how you can just trust and relax, maybe for the first time, and receive, deeply open to this, make it yours. Give yourself permission that the energy of your intention now moves through your skin and gets absorbed and finds a place in your solar plexus. It can shift in multiple colors and forms and become maybe a diamond or a pearl within your solar plexus. It can take any other shape or just be simply absorbed by this beautiful golden sun that your solar plexus represents. Take a moment to really sink this in. Precious, grateful for this very moment and its unfolding. And take a deep in breath. Let your body catch up with this beautiful activation. Feel the energy within your body moving with fluidity. And the solar plexus, like a radiant sun, absorbing and expanding, emanating, and understanding, registering this new clear energy that we're welcoming into our life. And we're taking a deep in breath as we are preparing to come back, connecting ourselves with the water of the pond, hearing the sound of the water dropping in the pond, the waterfalls, and coming back to the beautiful colors of the lush garden, slowly connecting yet again with the birds and the butterflies, feeling replenished, loved, and initiated by your own intention. And carry that within you as you move backwards, coming away from the pond and actualizing this new experience that you've created within your body as you are moving through the lush garden away and coming back the same road you took, celebrating with the birds and the flowers and the sun and the beauty of the earth energy, coming back home, replugging yourself into abundance, the organic, orgasmic, ecstatic energy of abundance that is Mother Earth. And we are coming back, preparing ourselves to come back even further through our cave and through the road we took, close to that cocoon we created for ourselves, and morphing into the two beautiful light lines and coming up through these light lines, through the stones and the earth and the waters, upward, upward, arriving at our feet, moving through our legs, arriving at our womb, taking a deep in breath and arriving at our sacred heart. And here we take a deep in breath. And we prepare to come back. We take another deep in breath. And we slowly move our head, our shoulders, our arms and legs, feeling our physical body this time, tapping into our physicality and taking another deep in breath. Slowly opening our eyes and coming fully back into our body. All right. So share with me how that really felt and what have you birthed through this guided practice, as I am coming from backwards, from the beginning, sorry, backwards into what are your intentions and what are your questions, slowly, slowly transitioning. So, Natalia, what if we have more than one thing we want to be intentional about? Well, the abundance of the universe actually works in beautiful ways on our behalf. And when we just, make sure we tune in to something very specific that we hold dear, a lot of other abundant results come as part of us being more intentional and tuning into one aspect. And we're actually learning through this challenge how to create this 5-step process in our life, in any area of our life, right? So you can definitely just focus on one thing as we're moving forward, and then you will naturally know how to expand that process to all areas of your life. Isabel, for this beautiful round, my intention is to be able to be present in my sacral chakra and womb space and feel the energy there flowing freely and in harmony. This is because every time I do womb practices and try and be present there, I get bumped out and go off into la la land. Good immersion. I am excited about that. So the cheerful one, goddess, my intention is to pop my Shakti to the fullest. I think we're on the road to make that happen. Manifestations of love. So Hal Al Sarori, please just make sure you're a little bit more specific. Like, I want to step into a passionate love affair with my current boyfriend, or I want to attract a romantic love into my life, or I want to explore my sexuality in my current relationship, or attract somebody in my life with which I can explore that. Just make sure you're a little bit more specific so that the universe can really deliver, right? Valeria, my intention is to be more understanding and loving with me, and to take some time just for me, to look at me always with the eye of love, and to be proud of me every day. Self-love, stepping into self-love. Definitely my treat. Diana, my intention is to have love, acceptance, and trust flowing towards me in abundance. Love that. My intention is to be kind and patient with myself, learning to love who I am now and put myself first. I want to be open to every abundance coming my way. And Tanya, sorry, try noticing those little synchronicities that will open up through the challenge, right? From small to big, right? Because that's also our presence supports us into stepping into abundance on all levels, right? Darla, I'm so excited about this. So am I. Alicia, to fully know and own my feminine force. Woohoo! Let that one wild, sister. I love that. Powerful Shakti. Roshini, my intention is to be happy with myself and improve my health. Yes. Natalia, my intention is to have a consistent yoga practice, which is easy and enjoyable, and really tune into that flow and that alignment. Yes. Darla, my intention is to declutter my life, my body, and soul. I want to go into the field of law and government and help people who don't understand, while embracing myself as a woman that I'm meant to be. That's truly life changing and powerful. Raluca, my intention is to express my divine nature every day. Alexandra, my intention is to find the perfect job, my job, in accordance and connected to my feminine power. Yes. Martinez, can you share the recording? I had all intentions, but I have a meeting. Yes, we will. Shelly, my intention is to release masculine energy and radiate love and femininity. Definitely in the right place. Definitely in the right place, Shelly. Tamika, my intention is to stop learning so much on masculine energy and embody and embrace my femininity and truly fall in love with myself. Self-care, love becomes second nature to me, to ultimately it becomes my nature, vital energy, self-love, and femininity. I love it. Amazing. Exactly. Holy Mary Gardner, this was so extremely beautiful. My intention is to lead with the divine feminine to bring love and unity in the world. So be it. Natalia, thank you for answering my question. Was awesome. Meditation was awesome. Lana, during the meditation, I first saw myself in the past before being able to envision my future self. Actually, my past self seemed to be from another life, not the present one. Could this mean a metaphorical transition? Yes, it could also be that you're clearing away that past entanglement from other lifetimes and really stepping into something new. It's like a karmic reset button. Yes. I want to step into a passionate romantic relationship with my boo. Perfect. Michelle, I is wanting to manifest joy too vague for your intention. I also want to engage more passionately with my partner and pursue my career goals. Under all of this, I believe is my resistance to feeling blissful joy. I think they're very connected. So it's just like stepping into full blissful joy, while I definitely, bring more passion in my career, in my life, and in my romantic life, right? So it's like link them and then it will become clear. Vivian, I'm feeling very relaxed. And why, when you say feminine, I think of my sexual being? Because it's orgasmic. To be a woman is orgasmic. So, as part of the challenge, if in any time or space you're going to feel ecstatically orgasmic, let that be. It will be a gift for everybody. My intention is to find my talent. And maybe it's all connected, right? Our higher divine gifts are linked with our own sexuality, because our own sexuality is actually the feminine energy. It's much more than just sexuality. It's also divine and mystical, emotional and connected and sensorial, right? So I think they're all linked, Vivian. I think you're tapping into something deep. Maria, my intention is to focus more, being more understanding. I want to be open to every abundance coming my way. Is it possible to attract the true love? Well, yes. Renee, my extension to learn to be more feminine, to be more sensual. Hooray. Francisca, my intention is to awaken my sensuality, to feel I'm emanating sensuality and truly feel it in all my cells. Amazing meditation. Thank you, Juana. I am so excited about your intention, Francisca. Teodora, I come with an abundance of light to radiate. So be it. Irina, my intention is to awaken the feminine energy and become softer, radiant, and attract the love of my life. Wanna, yes. I want to find a partner who's going to be my best friend, who'd be loyal and generous, someone to look up to make me feel safe, protected, loved, heard, and seen. Amen. Theodora, my intention is to walk and remain in financial, material, loving abundance, and to be master of myself and my gifts in feminine energy. I would love to learn how to be more in touch with my feminine energy, to be less controlling, more empowering, to own my feminine force. Wana. Talita, my intention is to accept myself and to accept to be worth of everything I desire and work hard for. Mirella, my intention is I open and enjoy the abundance in my life. Very well written, very well languaged, Mirella. A simple, clear, yeah. Roxana, I open myself for romantic, authentic, and harmonious relationship. Very well. Amen to all of that love and sensuality and abundance and divine gifts and contribution into the world. I've heard leadership. I've heard leadership in this sacred circle. And I was just, as I was scrolling through the chat and your sharing of your intentions, I was just like blown away by the difference you're going to make in the world. So yes, right, we're all synced, we're all here with the same extent and the same purpose, and that's just the magic. Every time we create a sacred circle, it's like the gathering, the women are just starting to get in sync. They're one heartbeat, one warm breathing, one intention that just creates a ripple effect into the world. So this is a very blessing moment, and I want you to really fully enjoy it and acknowledge it, and acknowledge yourself for what you have created today and what you've stepped into. I'm so excited about this challenge. I'm so excited about tomorrow. Make sure you are reading the newsletter and really tapping into that 5-minute audio teaching. It will prepare us for the practice tomorrow, and come prepared to feel even deeper and expand and make that fire come alive into your life. Thank you so much for today's teachings and day number 1. And let the magic and the fireworks begin. We'll see you tomorrow at the same time in the same flow, and have a great day ahead of you, or an amazing passion night wherever you are in the world. Namaste.